What's up guys, this is Jamezthefirst and welcome back to more Let's Play Pikmin 2. Last time, we returned to Hecate and we unfortunately had to go back to the distant planet since our, let's say, manager, per se. Is there any way to, no, not yet? Okay. But basically, the president had to say that they're going bankrupt and they sold our ship and now we have to come back here. And we got our first treasure. So today, did not actually mean to go into the Picklepedia. I want to go back to the area selection. We're going to go back to the Valley of Repose, our first area and the only area we could go into. So let's just land in here. Wah, 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 wah. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company? I still can't get over why I chose this voice, but I'm loving it. The Pikmin still seem to be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures. No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the onion and press A to call them out. I swear, when I first I was gonna do a robotic voice for the ship, but then it just turned into a stereotypical jock voice. It's so weird, but hey, I'll take it. I'll do it. Anyway, for now we just need to raise up Pikmin, as always. And okay, that's one thing that's kind of about the AI. If a Pelipelzi is like right next to another one, then the Pikmin will knock down one, grab the other, and then it's not fun. Anyway, I'm gonna leave Louie some Pikmin since there is a sprout right there which has a 5, I want to say, and we want that very bad. Okay. Hey, nice. Okay, get you. And wow, I fail at throwing. 5, there we go. Yay. Okay, get you. Come on, there we go, nice. And I hope I have enough. No, I do not. Alright, well, we'll have to carry him back. And yeah, you could also hit the Pelipelzis. Yeah, Olimar has a punch and so does Louie. Let's sprout some Pikmin. We're gonna get a lot of Pikmin here. See, we're almost at 30, it's crazy. Gonna grab I said grab a few. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna leave these 5 right here so Olimar can pick up. And we wanna stay here and pluck some Pikmin. Now, as you see on the top of the screen, we have a time limit. Every day from now on, after day 2, or after day 1, we'll have a time limit. The time limit is 13 minutes. So, yeah, be aware of your, basically, like, what you need to do and all that to get whatever you need to be done in 13 minutes. Unlike the first game, you have unlimited days to do everything. So, don't worry about, like, rushing stuff. If you need to take time, because this game is pretty difficult if I'm not gonna be... I'm not joking at all. See what I mean? That Pikmin just went over there. It's kind of stupid. And then it just goes back to the original one. Okay. I'm just gonna meet up with Louie since having 2 captains plucking Pikmin is gonna be a lot easier than just 1. And I hope these 2 don't get separated from the rest. And I believe, yes. Get some more Pikmin. And please let that be 5. Yay, 5. Okay. So, I'm gonna wait till they carry everything back, and then I'll meet you guys by that paper bag. Okay, with almost 50 Pikmin, yeah, we have a lot. I believe it's 35, I want to say, for this bag. Yeah, I remember it. I am such a nerd, and I am actually way off. I wonder what happens if you actually throw Pikmin onto the other side and can't get back. Okay, come on. Yay, there we go. You should have more than enough, so yeah. Dwarf Bulbor, I explained last time. And I'll always drop a red pill on the second day. I know, I'm a nerd. What can I say? I love the Pikmin games. Should have stick Louis back to base, but hey, it's alright. Over here, we have a spotty Bulborb. Now, in the previous game, I used the bum rush strategy, which I learned from Sugar Conroy. But this one, you throw a lot faster. So my recommendation is just mash the A button, mash the hell out of the A button. Please don't lose any Pikmin. How many? Oh, I didn't lose any. Wow, I thought I was gonna lose Pikmin. I usually lose like 4 to this guy on the first day. Where the... oh, it's over there. Okay, let's get we want all those Pikmin. Okay, and we got a treasure over here. We have a crushed can. I don't know how this classifies as a treasure, but it might do it. Never mind then. Where are the other 2 Pikmin? Were there? No, they're back at base. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have all our Pikmin on this gate. Gate takes there are 3 stages to each gate in the game. Yes, each gate. There are multiple types of gates. But yeah, gates in this game, they don't take that long to break down. I feel like they amped it up how much it takes to actually break a gate. That was a weird way of saying it. Amped it up. Okay, let's just pluck these Pikmin, and we gotta wait for that other one, or the Bulborb, to come back, so that we get more Pikmin. I'm really surprised that I didn't lose Pikmin, because, yeah, I was honestly expecting to lose like maybe 4 at least, because having even though red Pikmin do 1.5 times damage, it's really kind of scary on this first day when you have so few. Anyway, how many do we have now? Over 60? I was hoping it stayed at 69. Okay, we got 70 Pikmin, so I don't really like to cut during RTS games, but this one, it makes sense since I know we just cut it a little while ago, but I need to get that treasure back, and oh, well, never mind. Well, at least for now. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall when Master Might is ferocious? Louis, did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? And apparently not. Olimar, you are failing your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. And I think he's gonna say this. Yeah, he's just gonna say this stuff again. I will admit that kind of gets annoying, but hey, it is what it is. So we're gonna grab that can, and I'll meet you guys when it gets scanned. Finally, Jesus. That took quite a bit. And I like the face it's make. I know it's not... it's just funny. Utter scrap. Okay, now with Louis, and all 70 Pikmin, we're gonna go over here. Even though the day looks like it's almost over, we still have quite a bit to do. Interesting. Warm well. Air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie underground? What's wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear. The leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. Approach the hole and press A to jump in. Okay. I still can't go over the voice I chose for the ship. Welcome to a new mechanic in this game, Dungeons, where this is our first one, the Emergence Cave. Dungeons are going to be the main focus of Pikmin 2, and the main gimmick of Pikmin 2. Which, honestly, I like it. I like the dungeon aspect. There are some issues with it, but we won't go into it right now. It's not too bad. Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer down on the surface. Analysts suggest that danger lies ahead, but the promise of treasure is tantalizing. If you wish to check underground terrain, press plus to communicate with me. I am not just ship, I am an all-purpose support pod. How wonderful. Okay, let's grab our Pikmin and let's actually show the map. Now, there are multiple sublevels in dungeons, so you're only going to see at first the place where you went in, and the hole to the next sublevel. So let's just start right here, and we have some new enemies. But first, let's grab this orange, and I know the name of it, and it's kind of funny. It's like I know the name of most of these beginner items, but still, come on, kill these guys, Jesus! These guys aren't really that threatening. These are snowball orbs. Oh, wow, that was really quick. Citrus Swamp. Got it? Yeah, nice. I play too much Pikmin. And oh no. Yeah, these are snowball bulbs, I want to say. These are one of the few enemy names that I get mixed up. And I carried one of them back. Now, I'm not carrying every single enemy, but I'm just going to carry one just to show something off. And wow, that looks interesting. All those Pikmin around, they're like, ooh. How can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. Yeah, I suppose I will store your finds in my hold. But I do not think beasts will be worth much. What he's saying is actually true. Almost every enemy, aside from a few, are worth 1 to 15 Poco, so unless you're a completionist and like to get everything on the floor back to the ship, I don't recommend taking these enemies here. There are a couple I would recommend taking, but we won't get them until later. Anyway, we got our second treasure on this floor. 7-Up. Quenching Emblem. I was gonna make a Fire Emblem joke, but I couldn't think of it. And when you hear the that means you got every treasure on the floor. So let's just This hole appears to be quite deep. Whoa. Stop being kinky. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, do you recall that you could adjust the... We know this. Your expression suggests you do. Excellent. Don't worry at all. Come on, we already know this. Okay, just press A, go down deeper. That sounds interesting. And you don't need all your Pikmin with you. Even if Pikmin are separated from your party, they will go into the hole with you. Do not take that out of context. Alright. Let's just go down to sublevel 2, and this one actually looks a lot different, if you couldn't tell. Since it's the final floor. Alright. Let's take care of these snowball orbs. Usually takes one Pikmin to, there we go, finally. After like a bajillion Pikmin later. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design on the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. We got this. We could do it. Yeah, we need 101 Pikmin. So, we need to do something about that. Let's kill you. Hey, come on. Kill it, come on, there we go. I know my aiming sucks, but hey, it is what it is. Just... wow, we got a lot of enemies here. And then there's just 3 of them. And don't tell me I lost one, please. Don't tell me I lost one to one of these things. Okay, thank God. There we go. Finally, I want hit something. Jesus. Alright. Well, look at that. Let's just say this game is going to get a lot more easier. Astounding! A flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. I wonder why. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. Let's just do that. These are the introduction of candy pop buds. And come on, did I? Wow, 3 out of 5. Hooray. There we go, nice. Let's just pluck these. Amazing! A purple Pikmin! It has hair and is quite stocky. It seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers? Intriguing. Perhaps there are others? Who knows, maybe. But introducing purple Pikmin, I love these guys. Not only do they make this game easy, because trust me, you're gonna need a lot of purple Pikmin. Just be aware. If I could show it off. If you throw one Pikmin, or one purple Pikmin, they have a dive bomb attack, which can instantly crush a small enemy. They could also lift up to a 10 times weight of a Pikmin. But they are the slowest type of Pikmin, so be aware of that. But honestly, they're not too bad. See, as you can see, it takes a while for some of them to get caught up. But since we have 10 purple Pikmin, we are able to lift this thing. Lift him, lift him, lift him. I don't know why I... lift him, lift him, lift him, of course. So, we got that. It's gonna go back to the ship. And the ship said it could be used for something other than salvaging. We'll just have to see what it thinks about that once it gets back to the pod. But anyway, we have this thing, which we'll go over in a minute. Can I actually see where they are? Oh yeah, I can actually see it. Hey, I can see you guys! It's so cool! Would have been funny if an enemy just came out here and just ate them all. That sounds very morbid. We need Pikmins. And it's sparkling, that means you know it's worth something. Spherical Atlas. There is a device resembling a microchip embedded inside the sphere, retrieving data. Error. I could only decode a portion of the data. But I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere Chart. Press plus to contact me and go to Exploration Kit on the radar screen by pressing left on the D-pad. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay, now, I don't know if I want to show this off yet, but you could go to the left, which is items. That basically shows that item that we just got, but it shows other ones. Think of like Metroid style, where you get upgrades throughout the game. But I don't want to show that just yet, since it does spoil what the items look like. So, yeah. Astounding! Water is shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate that it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try. And yeah, it actually shows that it'll take you outside. That was pretty cool. Even though I've played this game like a bajillion times and knew that already. Anyway, let's go up here. I like how some of the Pikmin miss and go, Why? Anyway, cave complete. When it has a flag above there, that means you got every single thing, but it'll say cave complete beforehand. Now there is a hidden secret to this. If you wait 3 minutes on this screen, something interesting will happen. So I'm gonna meet you guys right back where it starts. Okay, so I waited about 3 minutes, and it's actually 3 minutes and 50 seconds, but it didn't show up. Apparently it was taken out. In the GameCube version, Totaka's song would be playing, but it's suddenly taken out of the Wii version, which is very weird, but hey, it is there. Anyway, let's just leave, and I forgot to mention this, but every time you enter a new level, it'll save automatically, so yeah. You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. We must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs an in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Olimar and Louie, since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What? You still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. You should take a much-needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasure. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. And don't worry, we just call all our Pikmin back to us, that's fine. Alright. And, the purple Pikmin go inside the ship. Interesting, since they don't have their own onion. And now for today's report. If it'll come. There we go, nice. We got 4 treasures, right? Yep. And yeah, you see that snowball was just for 2 Poco, so it wasn't really that much. We got 70 Pikmin in total. I don't want to show off Z yet, which I didn't show off last time, but I don't want to show off because it spoils how your Pikmin die. But I think if you lose Pikmin, it'll just spoil it for you, which is kind of dumb. Jamezthefirst, Olimar. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hocotate savings alone, after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess, so ha! Hey, interesting, since you repossessed my ship. And with that, we unlocked the Awakening Wood. Now, I want to go into treasures, cause I know I went over the Courage Reactor, and I said I wasn't gonna go after all them, but I do want to go over for the big treasures, so let's start with this one. The purple Pikmin were somehow able to carry this massive treasure. Today we measured their physical strength using the ship's onboard beefometer. Interesting. It seems that they have a 10 times the weight and physical power of any other Pikmin. When I throw them, they land with a resounding thud. I decided to commemorate the cave I first encountered them in by naming it the Emergence Cave. Interesting. And if we go here, oh, they're actually, yeah, they are snowball board. Okay. You know what? Let's see Olimar's notes on the Violet Candy pop-up. And the Flora Punixius. Research from our most recent expedition has confirmed the presence of candy pop-ups in subterranean regions. Considering it could be found in... Okay, this is kind of boring. What about Louie's notes? It's convenient purple flowers, secrets of dark, flavorful oil that will eliminate the need for salad dressing. Okay. Louie's notes, you have to beat the game, so... Yeah, don't worry about him. Wow, that sounds... Wow, I just really I don't even know what I'm saying. But that's gonna be it for this episode, alright? Next time, let's play Pikmin 2. We're gonna go to the Awakening Wood, alright? I'll see you guys then.